How can I establish credit for my existing business, and why does my personal credit history impact whether or not I'm approved?
The reason why your personal credit impacts is when we look at a business loan request, we look at the business, we look at the business credit history, but we also look at the owner or the guarantor for that business, what their personal credit history is. We also look at their personal financial statement. As a lender, we're looking at the personal financial statement and the personal credit history to support liquidity position. Is there debt in the owner? If there's a shortfall in the business, to help cover debt service coverage. We also want to see, as the owner of the business, how you pay your bills, if you make them timely, if you've got a good credit score. So all of that is a critical component. You had another question in there that was also, how can you establish credit for your business, that was separate from the one about the personal credit history of the owner. About establishing credit for your business, there are a number of ways you can do that. It can be through, if you've been in business for 2 to 3 years, you can look at a working capital line of credit that would be supporting your accounts receivable and your inventory. So your balance sheet for your business is something that the lender's going to want to look at, as well as your profit and loss statements for the prior 2 years. Also, another good way is equipment acquisitions. For example, if you've not been in business for that length of time and traditional financing is not the way to go, depending on what type of business you're in, equipment acquisitions can be made direct from vendors, such as the manufacturers. They, a lot of times, will do your starter credit for you. So that is something that lenders want to see history of, as far as payments on equipment loans. With down payments in place for small business owners, as long as they've got maybe a 10% down payment, they could do an SBA type loan. With SBA lending, as a lender, we're going to be looking at the business balance sheet, the business profit and loss, but also the owner's personal financial statement and personal tax returns. So kind of keep that in mind.